sports. It's in the game.
What's going on, guys? It's Stefan here, and welcome to another episode of Formula 1 2021 Breaking Point. In today's episode, we're going to be taking on our next part of the story here in the game. So, it's been a really interesting campaign so far. Ooh.
Brian!
Well, someone's the hot topic in the press room.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Oh, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's all anyone's talking about.
Well, I'm glad the press is starting to take notice.
Oh, get used to it. They put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Right. Thanks for letting me know.
So don't celebrate too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
Right. Well, each to their own.
See you later, Brian.
Okay, let's move on to the next chapter here, guys. Chapter 5. While the grid heads to Monza, the team at Racing Point have managed to find some welcome consistency during the second half of the 2020 season. Both drivers are hungry to gain ground in competition, but Aiden Jack is determined to outperform his teammate Casper Ackerman, both in the standings and in the eyes of the team. The Italian Grand Prix, several weeks later.
I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage. I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? I'll take a look at it.
And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aiden, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff. Mentioned you directly.
What?
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
So,
What?
no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Now, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay. Let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper, how are you today? Feeling good about the race?
Oh, he's angry. We're getting a shout out from Toto Wolff, the bloomin' boss of Mercedes AMG Petronas. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Okay, guys, so let's take a look, see what's exactly going on here. So we've got all sorts of new different posts made by various tweeters. I think the technical term is, isn't it? Oh.
Brian.
Hey, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
Let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
Okay, guys, so we're going to take a look at our emails. We've got 3 new emails here. What we got? Trackside interview. Okay. typical email there. Bit of a change of plan. They're now doing the interview before the photo shoot tomorrow. This means you just book a try on what they sent over tonight. They'll definitely be asking you what you're thinking about the collection, and make sure everything is on the hotel room laid out and ready to go. Also, Keller Perry from Trackside has been hassling again. I wonder if you can just bite the bullet. I don't think he's going to take no for an answer. Be very careful about the inner curves of the first two chicanes here. They're very high and you can easily launch yourself off track. Other than that, well, it's Monza. Just to remember to keep your foot planted to the floor and you'll be fine. Okay guys, so let's move on to the next race at the Italian Grand Prix. Jackson looks to take full advantage of his car's new power unit, to the vexation of his teammate Casper Ackerman. With the grid set, his focus locked in, Jackson is eager to show Ackerman why Racing Point signed him. Let's do it, guys.
Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Ackerman, Carlos Sainz, and Kvyat, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Alexander Albon, Ocon, Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Butler, Vettel, Grosjean, George Russell, and Aiden Jackson, Magnussen, and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Right, let's see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out there today.
Wow, got a lot of work to do here, guys. Right, very tight right-handers, so we have to be careful here, guys. Oh boy. I barely touched him, man. What are you on about? Oh, sorry, Vel. Okay. Feel guilty for doing that to Daddy. Oh gosh. Apparently my car's fine.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Flashback. Nice double overtake, let's go. and somehow catches the document.
DRS is now enabled. Casper should be within reach soon, Aiden. You are free to race.
I'm standing there catching up with me. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. That could have been really bad. Okay. I would love to swipe him out, but at the same time it's my teammate, so obviously I don't really want to do that. I'll be getting a penalty at this rate. Careful. Okay.
That's P4. You're into P4.
Let's go. That's how you do it, guys.
The gap to the car ahead is 5.9 seconds. We're in P4. Verstappen is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 5.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Casper is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.4 seconds. They're on old softs. The gap to the leader is 6.9 seconds. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens. 9 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Toto, you'll be on the hards. Seconds is the gap between you and the next car. 3 seconds. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Not sure what happened there. They decided well by software. Okay.
P3, Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 2.6 seconds. They're on old softs. Casper behind. Our gap behind is 9.7 seconds. They're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 3.2 seconds. Your pit window opens next lap. 6 laps to go. Expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in-lap. Casper is in the pits, Casper in the pits. Understood, stopping this lap.
Come on.
Go, go, go. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Feel sorry for Max after I accidentally shunted him.
Teammate behind is 9.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in sick. The time last lap was a 1 minute 47.3. Gap to car in front is 5.4 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to the car behind is 9.8 seconds. Position.
Oh, what? You see that? It just threw me off the edge. Like, nope, you're not having that.
Bottas is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Kvyat is behind you. The gap behind us is 10.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 6.3 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, gap ahead is 2.7 seconds. Tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. race over, take care of the car on the way in.
Well, 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 quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aiden Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Ackerman.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed from McLaren back in 2007. We all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
So it's a decent result for you today with a finish in the points. How are you feeling, Aiden?
I'm glad I could deliver for the team and be the one to come out on top ahead of Casper.
I'm just glad I could deliver for the team. Casper and I are both trying to push ourselves as much as we can, so it can get a bit competitive. It is a good feeling to be the one coming out on top.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
I couldn't do it without the support of the team. They've been incredible. I'm feeling looked after, and I couldn't ask for more. So any improvements are thanks to them.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Ackerman?
Any problems are his, not mine.
Casper's got a way about him, you know. He's hot-headed. He can get offended easily. I'm learning that I've just got to accept that. Any problems are his, not mine.
Thank you for your time.
It's true. Any problems are his, not mine. Okay, we're looking at Chapter 6. With only a handful of races remaining in the season, time is running out for Racing Point to secure the points finish. Points needed to finish above their mid-pack rivals in the Constructors' Championship. A dip in form over the past few races, the team desperately hoping for a strong performance from both rookie Aiden Jackson and veteran Casper Ackerman. Mexican Grand Prix 2 months later. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Until then, peace out.